Hey, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm excited to share a couple recipes with you, and it's going to be like a battle. All the kids are sleeping now, so I get to play. So the first one is tortang tolong. So that basically translates to eggplant torta, and I have been eating this since I was a child, and I have a new way, an easy way of peeling the eggplant because it's kind of intimidating the old way how to peel the eggplant. It's kind of a diversion from eating it, but I have a new way of doing it, and it's a delicious recipe, and it's really, really healthy. So what I'm gonna battle it with is a Spaniard tapa eggplant, and so that basically translates to a Spaniard lid. I don't know, but that's what I looked up, and that's what it said. And I'll be talking about that recipe later, but I'm gonna work on the tortang tolong. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. All right. So the secret I have to the new way of cooking tortang tolong is to peel the eggplant before you microwave it. And this is a Chinese eggplant, and I'm going to attempt to peel it in front of you. So here it is. And I got this handy dandy knife for Christmas from my co-workers. Isn't that pretty? So let's go ahead and peel it. So I have found that this is much easier to peel for the eggplant torta before you actually put in the microwave. So after it comes out the microwave, number one, it's too toasted to peel. Feels hot to the fingers. And number two, you lose some of the inside of the eggplant because it comes off with the peeling. These, if you get a really nice knife like this, really helps preserve some of the inside. So you can see it's still keeping its shape. I'm still keeping a good amount of the inside vegetable. And these things are so healthy. Unfortunately, we have to get rid of the skin to make the recipe work, but the skin is edible. And there you go. You saw it here first. When I was growing up, I saw my parents suffer in making this meal by burning the skin off and then peeling it with their fingers. But this is new age kind of recipe. All right. So you take this and put it in the microwave for about 5 minutes. So I have already done that for us for the sake of the video. And this is what it looks like. So this is 5 minutes of in the microwave softening of the eggplant, and then I'm just going to smash a little bit here to take its shape for the torta. Kind of tenderize it, getting it ready for the egg. All right. So this is what it looks like. Okay. The recipe for this will be 2 eggplants, okay, 1 egg, 3 cloves of garlic, okay, 3 cloves of garlic is about 1/2 teaspoon, so I'm going to put that in the egg, 3 cloves of garlic, and 1/2 teaspoon salt. Okay, so 1/2 teaspoon salt. All right, but you saw earlier that I have 4 eggplant, so I have to repeat that recipe, okay? So I have 1 egg, 3 cloves of garlic, 1 1/2 teaspoon salt. All right. Okay, so I am not going to be putting fish sauce in this. These are Filipino recipes with no fish sauce. I could put it after the fact if I still need it, but that amount of salt should be enough. So I'm just going to mix it like that. Okay, so this is the trick. I'm going to oil up the skillet with some canola oil. Put in enough. We're not deep frying this, we're just kind of laying it on top of the oil. So not too much oil, but not too little. Okay, so I would say that is about a tablespoon for a 14-inch skillet. Now, this is the fun part. Dipping it in the egg, getting it on both sides. Okay, so there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm just going to smash it in a little bit. And I'm going to pour some egg and the egg mixture on top of the eggplant so that it gets more flavor from the garlic and the salt. Okay, so these were on the smaller side of eggplants. These look like kind of like baby eggplants. So I have some leftover egg. So I'm going to show you some that I already did and cooked and ate for dinner, but I saved some for the video. So here is the completed. It does not look well in video. It does not look appetizing, but it's so delicious. Okay, and here's another one. Okay, and here is an additional close-up. So that is eggplant torta. So delicious. So we're waiting for those to cook, and while we're waiting for those to cook, I'm going to start on the Spanish tapa. And it goes like this: 1/8 cup olive oil. So that's a striking difference from Filipino cooking. We hardly use olive oil. There's something about it, I think it seeps its taste into whatever we're eating. But for this Spanish tapa, we're using olive oil. So roughly 1/8 cup. And then here is 1 eggplant. It's a 2 eggplant recipe. You could probably add in more. And these are a little bit different the way that I cook these. I actually cook them with the skin on. But I think next time I'm just going to do it the same way I did for the previous one, is cook them with the skin off by peeling off the skin first. So what I have to do for this one is peel out the vegetable out of the skin. Okay, I'm going to turn this on. I forgot to turn it on. So it's a little bit messy actually. And I'm going to go ahead and add another eggplant that I got ready the same way by leaving the skin on and then microwaving it for about 5 to 7 minutes. And then I actually peeled this after it was cooked, and it was pretty challenging. But I'm just going to add one more because I know that the spices or the ingredients are strong, and adding one more eggplant won't be a problem. So this is 2 to 3 eggplants, 1/2 red bell pepper, 2 garlic cloves, 1, 2, 1/2 squeeze of a lemon. So this is the lemon jar, but I'm just going to estimate what 1/2 lemon might produce. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in. Okay. 1 tablespoon of cilantro. So this is about 1 tablespoon right here. Okay. And 1/2 teaspoon paprika. I'm going to show you this one up close. It's an interesting smell. And one of these bottles will last you for 1 to 2 years. You don't need much. So 1/2 teaspoon paprika. All right. Okay, so those are going to get cooking there. And just wait until it's done. I'm just going to get some utensils here. And this tortang talong I've been eating all my life, and it's one of my favorite Filipino dishes. This one right here, the Spanish tapa, I probably only made once, but it's kind of along the same idea of healthy, garlic, and this is served everywhere in Spain. I had heard this is a fave of the Spanish people. The only thing is, it does not have egg. So I had heard that they put this on top of toast and like a dip. So what I'm doing is just trying to mince it a little bit more here. Ah, we are 12 minutes into the video. I'm going to try to wrap it up here. Okay, I'm going to turn around. There you go, my eggplant torta here. Looks like it's doing okay. Just a few more minutes on that. A few more minutes on this. So these dishes are excellent meal prep. This one doesn't have too much protein, but that one has a little bit protein with the egg. But you definitely get in your herbs with this one, and your veggies, your minerals, and you still feel full. It'll probably be a good either side dish, dip, or even a meal. Put with some rice or without rice and make it keto. All right. Okay, I'll be bringing some of this up to you. Okay, so this is the eggplant torta that I peeled in front of you. And so you saw how quickly it cooked. And the way that I prepared it was, like you saw earlier, is peeling the skin off before microwaving it and then smashing it a little bit, tenderizing it a little bit so that it's a little bit flat and a little bit more holes in it so the egg can seep through. But that is some good looking tortang talong. All right. And then here we have the Spanish tapa. Looking good here. I'm going to bring that up to you. So here we have the Spanish tapa of eggplant, bell peppers, garlic, some cilantro, and that is some super healthy stuff. My friend was asking me what do eggplants taste like, and I had no clue what it tastes like without all these spices, but I could equivalent it to clay. And she was like, well, why are you making me cook that on YouTube then if it tastes like clay? I was just kidding. But when you put these herbs and spices and some of the salt into it, it just brings out the flavor. It's almost like a meat replacement, a protein replacement. And there's so many ways to cook eggplant. This is just one of many that I use. But there are so many ways. Alright, so I hope that you enjoyed the video and that you try these recipes one day. You won't be sorry. Well, take care. Thanks for listening.